Like father, like son. Both very powerful, both with silver hair. Ultra Instinct Goku and Beast Gohan. At this point, the strongest variations of power for these two characters, but if they were to clash one on one, who would actually win the fight? Would it be Gohan's primal instincts or would it be Goku's technical prowess? On today's video, we're going to be examining this battle, so stay tuned because I'm breaking it down today better than anyone else in the business. Let's go. Right now, for a limited time, pick up the Ultra Instinct versus Ultra Ego new merchandise line. It comes in various different types of shirts, colors, sizes, various different kinds of merch itself over on the Geekdom 101 store. I'll leave a link down below. Goku and Vegeta are lifetime rivals, and you can celebrate their latest taps into the highest levels of power by picking up one or more of these today. Links down below. It's the battle of father and son that we've wanted for a long time, but now it may be the most interesting time to discuss what would happen if we saw Goku versus Gohan, but not just Goku versus Gohan, whether it be an all-out battle or training. I'm talking about Ultra Instinct Goku, maybe even true Ultra Instinct Goku versus Beast Gohan. We have not seen much from Beast Gohan, so we may have to revisit this topic in the future, but there might be enough there based on what we know to come up with a conclusion, but it's not going to be easy. So join me on this journey, and I'm not alone. Please welcome back to the channel, Prided Waif, the power scaling genius. What's up, man?
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for having me back on your platform. Let's get into this video, father versus son.
Make sure you check out Prided Waif's channel. I'm going to leave a link down below in the description. I'm just add him, you click it, and you'll go right over there for more videos like this one. So, this is tough. We saw Goku train Gohan and Z. We saw that one episode in Super where Ultimate Gohan fought Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and I love that episode. But here we have a whole new level because all that was before Ultra Instinct. Ultra Instinct, incredible, beyond the speed of light and sound, significantly speed and tremendous power. Goku has the Susanoo power that they call it. Then we have Beast Gohan. I think the one thing that's in Beast Gohan's favor, and this is kind of a weird thing, is that Toriyama himself was saying that Beast Gohan was the strongest. And then, of course, we have Whis' little clue. So do we take Toriyama's statement, like, do we take it literally? Because let's not forget, Superhero was written before the Granola arc came out. So we have Toyotaro Toriyama, and we really don't have a complete conclusion about this. But because now they're in the Superhero manga arc, Gohan will get a chance to, maybe we'll get more information. But what do you think, man? This is a bit tougher than a typical just scaling discussion.
So about the Toriyama statement first. Toriyama never directly stated that Gohan is the strongest. He said that it is said that Gohan is the strongest.
Oh, he's being coy. Yeah.
Yeah, and he does this all the time because we got to understand in these same pamphlet, these same God stuff, he calls Broly the strongest.
Yeah.
They call Broly the strongest man, and we know Broly is not stronger than the latest things that has came out.
Yeah.
Maybe if he believes potential, but regardless, we have to understand that all of these things is just mainly to hype the character up because he's the main spotlight. He's the one that's going to be taking all the shine and do the final blast as we saw.
Yeah, that's something that we have to always talk about, man, real quick. When it comes to like scaling and things like that, I feel like people have to remember that whenever something new comes out, they have to market and promote it. And people, I think, get caught up in it's literal when it's just there to hype the movie up. So go ahead, what were you saying?
Yeah, so this is hard though. Don't get me wrong, this is extremely difficult because we didn't see much from Gohan.
Right.
he transforms, and he basically just completely obliterates Cell Max, which Cell Max, sure, he was nerfed, but even let's say if he wasn't nerfed, I'm pretty positive, we all pretty positive, it still would have been a two-shot.
Right.
No difficulty, because the gap, it just seemed like immensely. And then he even compared him to Broly, if he was completed or whenever he had a brain and stuff. Regardless, Gohan is made out to be probably, more than likely stronger than peak Broly. So this is kind of really interesting because when you go to Goku has been progressively getting stronger since the Broly arc. So, you had the moral arc, and then you had the granola arc.
Right.
So Gohan and Goku in the moral arc. So let's say that Beast Gohan is stronger than Ultra Instinct Goku from the moral arc, and we go into the granola arc. That comparison is a little harder because you have fully realized Ultra Instinct, you have true Ultra Instinct, then you have the Avatar Susanoo Ultra Instinct Goku that send off gas. Like you have all these different levels of Ultra Instinct that Goku was trying to perfect and Goku was trying to master in the entire arc, and he was constantly getting stronger as well. So we have to factor all of that in, and we compare it to Beast Gohan, who just has a two-shot showing.
Right.
So it's really difficult. So I think the best thing to do in comparing these two is put them somewhat at the same level.
Right.
Let's put them at the same level and let's break them down and see which one will come out to be the stronger one or who will come out to win the battle. Because Gohan is actually an exceptional martial artist. He's actually somewhat relative to that of Goku. Goku trained him, Piccolo trained him. Vegeta beat him up or whatever, but Gohan is there. Even Krillin even did a little bit of training with him back in the Tournament of Power recruitment arc.
Right.
So Gohan is exceptionally smart, and it is always said in all guys that Gohan is a really good martial artist. And when Goku or Vegeta is not there on Earth, of course Gohan is the strongest there on Earth. But since Gohan is like equal to Goku now, let's say this, we have to look at the skills now. Can Gohan be able to handle and deal with Ultra Instinct?
That's the thing, and that's where I think I'm gonna personally give it to Goku, and I'll tell you why. Because what we know about Gohan Beast, based not only on Toriyama's statement, but when you actually look at the history of Gohan and the character and the ideas Toriyama took from the Monkey King, Gohan, like that form is primal instinct power. Like it's basically Gohan's inner monster coming out. Now, being a monster can be beneficial in battle. We've seen it with Broly, we've seen it with Gohan multiple times, and he has that secret power inside of him. However, what good is that power if you can't hit your opponent? Ultra Instinct, if
Exactly.
nothing else, gives you an incredible amount of speed. We've seen it not just in Moro Granola and Tournament of Power, and I don't think Gohan can hit him, bro. I don't think he'll be able to land a shot. I think Goku, I mean, you're right, Gohan's a great martial artist, but Goku's been trained by Roshi, Son Gohan, Kaiosama, Whis now, a little bit by Beerus. Like, I feel like he's so much more experienced, and I think that's where I think Gohan will fail. I think maybe Gohan may actually be physically stronger, but what good is that if you can't touch your opponent? It's no different than like the Trunks and Cell thing. Yeah, Cell was stronger than Gohan. I'm sorry, Cell was stronger than Trunks. I did do a debunk video on that, but the concept behind that fight was Trunks is all bulky, but he couldn't hit his opponent. So that's my sort of guess. I'm gonna give it to Goku. What do you think? What else are we missing here?
I think Goku will win too, but I do disagree that Gohan wouldn't be able to land a hit on him. We've seen where Goku opponents, and he's using Ultra Instinct. If they are relative to his level of power or whatever level of speed, they will be able
Yeah,
to
like
land hits.
Jiren.
Like yes, like Jiren, who was actually in the manga, he was actually stronger at that time. Then you have Moro, who
Moro.
was stronger as well. He was able to hit him. And then you have even Granola and Gas. Yeah, everybody is if they're somewhere around his ballpark, they will be able to land blows and hit him. They will be able to see his movements. They probably won't be as good, they won't be as skilled or anything, but they will be able to compete and be able to show dominance or whatnot. So let's say Gohan is physically stronger. All right. Well, I don't really think it would matter too much because Goku, like you said, is very exceptionally skilled and he's been training for so long. I think Goku has a number on Gohan though. If we look at every single past sparring battle or where they went against each other in training and things like that, or whatever between Goku and Gohan, Goku always, for some reason, Goku always has the one up on Gohan.
Yeah.
even when they went against each other, was it episode 82 or was it no? It was episode
It was
90.
80, yeah, something right around there. Yeah, super. Yeah.
Yeah, so even when they was on equal levels there, you seen the skill level that Goku was doing, the strategy, that the tactical genius behind Goku in combat. His IQ was just showing all over Gohan. But Gohan was right there, because Gohan is a prodigy. He's the one with the most potential. So of course his potential will blaze, it will show, it will burn. But Goku is so his adaptation is so godlike. It's just like it doesn't matter. So in this case, Ultra Instinct Goku, true Ultra Instinct Goku, would likely dominate Gohan in terms of skill. The skill level will be ridiculous. And on top of that, Goku does get stronger in Ultra Instinct. Now, the other thing is the whole Avatar Susanoo thing. I don't
Oh
think
yeah.
anybody's stronger than the actual perfected, you know, complete perfected.
The silver hair.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's really actually above that Goku when he's doing it correctly. We've seen when it happens when he does it correctly versus Moro. When he has all, like, he's separated with all emotions and everything, he's doing it correct. He's not actually reducing and declining in power and speed and things like that. His stats are not going down, which Granola, pointed out, and Weiss pointed out as well. So I don't think that anybody is really dealing with that version of Goku. So to me, Gohan definitely wouldn't be able to mess with that version of Goku. What would he be able to do even against that Avatar?
Right.
Not even Gas, the strongest warrior at the time, could do anything versus the Avatar.
We
when he
haven't seen anyone
made.
do anything against that thing.
Yeah, so I, if you put that in there, I don't really see Gohan doing anything. But if we're just talking about true Ultra Instinct Goku and Ultra Instinct Goku, where he's not really doing, he's not really honed Ultra Instinct the way he's supposed to, or doing it correctly, like steal his heart like he's supposed to, Gohan definitely has a chance to win, but I don't think he will, because Goku True Ultra Instinct should still be superior over Gohan in terms of skills. And it's also the whole saying, there's a saying guide out there that actually was talking about all four sayings: Gohan, Goku, Broly, and Vegeta in their final forms, in their strongest forms, and comparing them and saying that if Gohan wasn't so cocky, which is another thing
Yeah.
that also it plays into a factor, he could actually surpass Goku. But he gets drunk on the power, like you said as well. He direct the rage and stuff. It's not gonna really do you anything versus somebody that's calm, that can see everything, that has well movements and everything. It's kind of like he's just an overall better fighter, just in general. It's
Yeah.
just nothing Gohan will be able to do if he doesn't calm himself or not get cocky on his own power. And he even got cocky when he went against Cell Max. That's just him.
Yeah, with the smile. Well, yeah, the way I kind of see it playing out, like if I were to like envision it in my head, I would see it to where, like you said, I do think Gohan would land some hits, but and knowing Goku, bro, Goku will probably do that thing where he starts off with Super Saiyan God with UI inside of it, and then he goes to Blue because he loves to get kind of elevate
Yeah,
his
it builds
forms,
up.
right?
Yeah.
But I think what will happen is the more the fight progresses, this is my guess, that's when we'll start to see Gohan kind of fall apart. Sort of like a kind of reminds me of that fight back in the '90s with Tito Trinidad and Oscar De La Hoya. De La Hoya was
Oh
winning.
yeah,
Yeah, he,
yeah.
he started to fade, and I think in time. Yeah, once Goku, because when Goku uses UI, bro, and Gohan's swinging at him, once Goku figures out what Gohan's strategy is, or once, like you said, once he figures out what's coming, he won't be able to land anything, or it'll be blocked. In which case, I do feel like at that point Goku would win. Maybe during the fight, it could eventually lead to Gohan finding a new form, like, or not a new form, but like a new power up, like maybe
No.
another beast Gohan. But at the same time, that's usually triggered by because he's part human, one of his loved ones being in danger. In this case, he's fighting against one of his loved ones. So what Gohan would probably have to do is do what Goku taught him to do in the Room of Spirit and Time back in Z, which is think about your family and friends being hurt. But the issue is he's going up against his own father, and that's a whole other can of worms. It's not like he's going up against a regular villain. So if Gohan can figure that out, maybe he would land more hits. But I think it's just the speed, man. I think just, and you're right. I mean, I'm not saying Gohan would never land a hit, but once Goku figures him out, it could be a thing where Goku just freaking just literally embarrasses him, and then he's like, "Do better next time." I
Yeah,
can see
yeah.
Goku doing that.
That's actually what I think would happen at the end.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think Goku will literally just start dogging him because he doesn't really even see Gohan. Let's be honest, he doesn't really see Gohan as an actual equal or like an actual rival, whatever. So he always surprises himself every time he goes against Gohan. and he'd be like, "Oh, I forgot how good you are," or "I forgot how how strong." It's like he doesn't really even acknowledge Gohan at times. Sometimes when they're like fighting until they fight actually, or until he watches them again, it's like he kind of forgets about them or whatever. But I think it's mainly due just because Goku is looking for more skilled, more honed, more well experienced fighters or whatnot. So and Gohan, he's experienced, he's good, he's just cocky and he loses himself. He loses his way, and he's more so. And Goku's not really cocky. Goku's more so naive. He's just eager to fight. He's
Yeah.
just eager to show his skills and show. Wants to see how good you are. So that's the difference between the two. Goku loves the thrill of the fight, loves to be in the fight. He will
Yep.
literally recline himself,
And
decline
Gohan
himself.
does not like fighting. Gohan does
Yeah,
not like
yeah,
fighting. He told Cell that. And also, it's funny because they're very different. I mean, I did a whole video with Jordan comparing the two characters as far as heroes go, but it's funny because Gohan is very book smart, but fighting wise, he's not as smart as Goku. Whereas Goku, people say Goku's dumb, and some will say that Dragon Ball Super made him more dumb. But when it comes to combat, that's a different
they've been
story.
showing. Yeah, they've been showing he's actually smart in combat.
Yeah. What I'm looking forward to seeing, and this is just my sort of hope, is that Goku will learn that Gohan has Gohan Beast, and maybe he'll be intrigued enough to train him again. Because ultimately, if we have a situation where Gohan goes to train on Beerus's planet with Goku, Vegeta, Beerus, Whis, and Broly, that could make him even stronger. I mean, there's a lot of ways the story can go, and I think we're just waiting for that to happen. But thank you
Yeah.
so much for being here, man.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for having me back on the platform as always, bro.
Always. All right. We'll take care, and we'll talk to y'all in the future.